All right, so as some of you guys know, I just attempted to post a live video, but unfortunately my service sucks. So here I am. I'm going to record the gist of what I was going to get into. And today I'm going to talk about how fitness does not always mean you want to lose weight. Having fitness goals does not always mean you want to lose weight. And fitness in general does not, it's not equivalent to losing weight, being lean, getting smaller. And I'm going to go over a few areas that I think this is really relevant, but I'm going to start by just mentioning, right, that I think, this is a complicated topic, but this is going to relate to my strategy discussion last week, whereas the strategy of losing and gaining weight, and if you have a good strategy, they're essentially exactly the same thing. You can have a bad strategy in both directions. So if you don't have a good strategy losing weight, you may as well be gaining weight, or vice versa. It's the same thing. So the first thing I want to go over is just the fact that I think to call fitness, like, we have this misconception, and it's a lot of people will say, look, I know that fitness isn't all about losing weight. I'm not dumb. I know people want to gain weight. I know people have fitness goals for other reasons, and we all know this, but in our implementation and in the words that we say on a daily basis, our daily habits and our tendencies say to me that it's so ingrained that we don't realize that maybe we don't really know that that's not the case. So fitness does not equal weight loss, and I think that there are many coaches and there are many trainers out there who, it's really easy, okay? It is really easy to get people results. It is really easy to get them to lose weight. But when you simplify it in that way, you say, oh, there's a coach and I lost weight with this coach and they're so knowledgeable and they're so great. All you have to do is be in a deficit. Losing weight is pretty much just as easy as gaining weight. The question is whether your strategy is there, right? And that's where I'm going to talk about how this week, right? This week specifically, I have been having conversations specifically with two potential clients. We're getting really deep into it, right? And they both want and need to gain weight for their fitness goals, okay? So fitness is much more than weight loss. And again, a lot of us will say, oh, we know that. But I'm going to go over a few thought patterns, a few habits and a few things that you've definitely heard people say that might make you think a little harder about whether you really know this or not. So first of all, first thing I want to go over is the definition of the word fitness. So I did Google this. I went on to dictionary.com, okay? Fitness is the condition of being physically fit or healthy, obviously, right? Physically fit or healthy has absolutely nothing to do with the weight on the scale, absolutely nothing to do with the aesthetics of your body, and everything to do with performance and how your ability to perform, right? So another definition would be, right, are you suitable to fulfill a certain position? So you can be fit for a certain job, but also fit for a lifestyle, okay? So one of the biggest misconceptions is when you look at a bodybuilder on stage, they're leaner than they've ever looked. You can see every muscle, every striation. They're by definition fitter than they've ever looked. Ironically enough, this is actually when they are the least fit out of all the rest of the days of the year, when they have a little more body fat on them or a little more strength in them, right? They're the least fit. If we are going to define fitness as your ability to perform, right? Your ability to perform and your ability to perform well and your ability to live a functional, long-term, healthy lifestyle. Fitness has nothing to do with leanness, and it has nothing to do with weight, and it has nothing to do with aesthetics. Now, obviously, many of us have aesthetic goals, but this is going to lead into my second point, okay? A lot of us have aesthetic goals, but in terms of equating weight loss with those aesthetic goals, this is another place, right? This is another example of where the dichotomy between the definition of fitness, right, and weight loss or becoming smaller or cutting weight or cutting calories or doing cardio, where this dichotomy and this confusion is going to become evident again. So many women say, oh, obviously I know that not everyone wants to lose weight, blah, 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 blah. And even if their goal is not to lose weight, they are still engaging in habits that are traditionally seen as weight loss strategies, right? So if you're a woman who wants to get toned, technically you want to gain muscle. If you want to get toned, you want to get chiseled, you want to look better, you want to get a perky booty, right? A lot of women who are doing these things, they're saying, well, these are my main goals. I don't necessarily care about the weight on the scale because I've heard that the weight on the scale, like, that's a simplification. We all know that. We all know that the weight on the scale does not dictate what you look like. That's obvious at this point, right? However, many of us still think to ourselves, right, in order to look chiseled, in order to look lean, in order to do that, I need to lose body fat, which means I need to get smaller, which means that I need to do some cardio and I need to probably cut a little bit of calories. And this is a misconception, okay? Oftentimes, those people who look leaner, those people who have more muscle, those people who are more chiseled, are more toned, right, are first of all, heavier on the scale than a same size woman who is less toned. And second of all, they are not engaging in restrictive habits. They're not engaging in weight loss strategies. So this is where you can see that there is, again, there's a big, there's like this paradox and this just, what is the word? I don't know what the word is. But there is this oxymoron sort of with the contradiction. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, guys. There's this contradiction between like saying like, oh, it's so complicated, you guys. But there's this contradiction between what we say and what we do. That's really what I'm getting at here, right? So many of us, we say like, oh, I know my main goal isn't to lose weight, and yet we're going in the gym and we're doing strategies that are for weight loss because maybe we aren't clear on the other types of strategies, right? We aren't clear on weight gain. We aren't clear on gaining muscle, right? And this is going to lead into, you know, my final area, which is it's going to be more in terms of what you say to other people, what you think about other people habitually, right? This is going to come to you. It's ingrained in you. It's not something that you necessarily mean to say. You can know that everyone's allowed to have fitness goals and no one else can say anything about it, but you're still going to have these thoughts in your mind. So my main thing is, if fitness is not defined as the weight on the scale, the size, or whatever, there are still, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be opinionated, I'm not saying this because of my personal experience, I'm saying this because 2 women this week have told me that they hear it a lot, and they're not the only ones, and it still happens, right? If you are the skinny friend, you are lucky, you shouldn't need to work out, why are you trying to eat healthy, right? Whereas if you are the overweight friend, everybody has something to say about what you should be doing, when in reality, the way that you look to other people has nothing to do with your self-confidence. You can have an overweight woman who is confident as hell and happy in her body, and then one who's the opposite. Same with a slim woman. You can have a woman who is confident as hell or a woman who is not confident as hell. So you have no right to judge this woman's fitness goals simply upon her size, and the only reason that we feel entitled to do that is because we equate the word fitness with physically being smaller. And that, like I said, some of you guys might be like, well, that's not really true, but look around you and listen. It happens, okay? So you would not go up to your overweight friend and say, girl, you should only be eating celery, because at this point, people have been outspoken about it. It's widely accepted. Most of us know that excessive restriction is not good for weight loss. We know that. And we know that that's a bad strategy. So why then, if a woman wants to gain weight or needs to gain weight, or someone else thinks that she needs to gain weight, even though it's not anyone else's right to tell her that, right? If someone else thinks that, it's still really commonplace to hear people say, oh, you gotta eat pizza, or girl, you need to go eat a burger. Eating a burger is the same level of bad strategy as eating only celery, just in the other damn direction, okay? And this is another misconception, is like, girl, why are you worried about eating healthy? You don't need to lose weight. Eating healthy is a part of fitness, which means that it doesn't have to do with losing weight. It means nothing, right? Eating healthy is something that people do for other reasons. It's something that they do in their lifestyle for how they feel. Eating healthy does not equal weight loss. Eating in a deficit equals weight loss. In a deficit. You can eat healthy at a maintenance level. You can eat healthy at a surplus level, which means, yes, you can gain weight on good food, and that is the correct fucking strategy. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these women telling me that they hear people in their lives saying, well, why are you so worried about your health and fitness? Like, you look great. Number one, it's no one else's right to tell you how you look. And number two, you have other goals. You might be slim enough, but maybe you want to look physically different at the same size, or maybe you actually want to gain weight, or maybe, oh my God, this is like a really crazy idea. Maybe you have fitness goals beyond your aesthetics. Whoa! Like, for real, people. And these are all things that are stemming from the trunk, right? It's like a tree. Stemming from the trunk of wrongly equating the word fitness with weight loss, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, this is a simplification, like we all know this, blah, 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 blah. But if you say, okay, fitness and weight loss, they're not the same thing, and everyone, oh, I know they're not the same thing. But then you go to all the other branches and they're like, damn, like those branches are there, those branches are happening. Like, yes, they're happening. And this relates to my live video from last week on the fact that strategy in either direction can be shitty, right? If you lose weight with a bad strategy, it's just as bad as gaining weight with a bad strategy, which means it's not gonna stick. So my main thing is, as a health and fitness coach, as like a trainer, I help people with their fitness goals. That does not mean that I only help people lose weight. Now, most people do want to lose weight. However, I would say about 50% of my clients want to actually maintain their weight and work on redistribution of their body weight so that they appear different, or performance goals, not worried about weight loss, but performance goals. And the other half, yeah, they're focused on weight loss, but like I said, they need a good strategy. But I am preparing myself, as I have been prepared for a while. And actually in the past, I've had a few clients before who are working specifically on weight gain. And what a crazy idea that is, right? Weight gain for their fitness, okay? So my biggest thing is that people think of personal trainers and health coaches, and personal trainers and health coaches themselves are going to further this concept as weight loss specialists, as people who help people lose weight, right? But like I said, it is so easy to get someone to lose weight. It is so easy to get someone to lose weight. We all know it's easy to gain weight. We all know it's easy to gain weight, right? But it's just as easy to lose weight. But that does not mean that you have the correct strategy. And that's where the problem comes in, is that it's true. There are a lot of health coaches, there are a lot of personal trainers out there who get people to lose weight. They get people results. But whether or not that they are using a correct strategy that is going to establish a new lifestyle, a new sustainable, healthy lifestyle person, that is in question, right? And unless that trainer has a really good understanding of nutrition as it goes in both directions, in other words, if they don't know how to help somebody healthily gain weight, like with their macronutrients and a healthy diet, if they do not know how to healthily help somebody gain weight, it is my opinion that they are not as qualified to help someone lose weight. Like I said, the strategy is the same. The strategy is the same in both directions. And this relates to the fact that fitness does not equal weight loss. Oh my God, it does not equal weight loss. It equals fitness. And that means something different for everyone. So my biggest thing is I help people with their fitness goals. That does not mean I help people lose weight. Yes, I help people lose weight who would like to lose weight, but that's the easy part. Losing the weight is the easier part. It's the strategy behind it. It's the long-term lifestyle that you're cultivating. It is the sustainable lifestyle that you're cultivating. That's in question, right? And that's why it's such a priority for me. Like, yes, my clients have physical results. They see results on the scale, but their fitness is a lot more than that. And I just think that this week it's been on my mind because I've been having conversation with these two young women who want to gain weight, right? And their fitness goals are just as valid as anyone else's, though there are people in their lives who would make them feel like they're not, right? They have not prioritized themselves as much as they probably should have because there are people around them telling them, like, you look fine, you don't need to do this. Whereas if you're overweight, everyone wants you to do it, right? So I think it's an issue. I think it's a problem. Whether you're overweight, underweight, regular weight, like, nobody has anything to say about your body. It's your fitness goals. And in the same breath, your fitness goals are dictated by you and you only. So I'm here to help you with whatever those are. I'm not here to judge them, and no one else should be there to judge them. So, like I said, I just think the biggest misconception and the biggest problem surrounding all of these things that feeds everything else is that deeply ingrained somewhere, whether we say it consciously or not, whether we discredit it consciously or not, subconsciously, we have an association between fitness and weight loss. And I think that that's a problem, right? So redefine that, because when you redefine the word fitness for yourself, you are going to do yourself so many favors. Whether or not you want to lose weight, redefining fitness in larger terms is going to make you massively more successful. So that's my value for you guys today. I'm sorry it was not live, but go ahead, comment, like, share. Tell me what you enjoyed. Go ahead and hit on some topics that were in this video. I know it was a bit scattered, but hit on some topics in this video that you would like me to speak more about in a more specific video or have a discussion about, because I feel passionately about many of these. And it's not just because I've been in that place where someone tells me to eat a burger. Like, I've been in multiple places and I talk to women all the time who other people have something to say about them. And it's just like, this is fed by this ingrained idea, okay? So biggest value to give you guys today. Comment, like, share, like I said, and I'll talk to you guys soon.